I did not expect to see this at CES 2026, but I'll tell you what, I am very excited about this mini-ITX board. This is a desktop mini-ITX board with a Ryzen AI Max 395 Plus chip embedded on it. Now, of course, we've seen other desktop boards, like the Framework Desktop has a mini-ITX board available as well, but the big key differentiator is that most of those systems have a by-4 PCIe slot. This one has a by-16 PCIe slot. So theoretically, that means you can have the full power of the Strix Halo platform and then plug in a GPU if you want to have more GPU performance. Of course, the GPU in here is really good, but putting a 5090 in this baby is gonna be a little different class. So there's two parts here, and unfortunately I don't have the full details. The first part is the Framework Desktop board literally just has a physical by-4 slot. That means even if you wanted to put a GPU in there, you couldn't. Sure, there's maybe ways to do a little bit of a hack around to get the system in there, but you just can't slot it in. I'm inclined to believe that you can get full fat by-16 support through this PCIe slot. Now, once again, I might be wrong. Maybe this is just an engineering sample and this isn't actually what's going to be released. But either way, even if then, and it only becomes out with the physical traces of a by-4 slot, still, the fact that you can plug in a full desktop class GPU, which it will be limited by the throughput speed of by-4, it still is kind of a bigger deal than the Framework Desktop or a couple of the other ones that are out there, because you just couldn't even socket it. Now, the board itself is actually pretty stylish for what it is. You got a lot of nice chrome finish on it. The port selection is a little thin for my taste, but that's okay. I've noticed that on a lot of the Strix Halo platforms, except for this one does have 2 Ethernet jacks, and one of them being a 10 gig port. So for people who have 10 gig fiber, like myself, this is a big deal. And if you might be confused at this point of why I think this whole physical by-16 connector thing is a big deal, is that I've actually talked to the engineers at AMD, and they said the Strix Halo platform has a limited number of PCIe lanes for things like SSDs and PCIe slots, that it is actually pretty anemic. It's meant to be a self-contained platform, and once again, really good CPU performance, really good GPU performance, but the PCIe lane situation is a little limiting. So I don't know where they're cutting back. I'm actually seeing 2 M.2 slots, so maybe these run at slower speeds to enable more throughput on the PCIe slot. Either way, I hope to get one in for testing because I am very excited about this platform, and this is what I would use for my work machine. If you want to check out the review when it comes out, then be sure to subscribe here on PC World. Until then, we'll catch you in the next video.